So before we get the day moving, I mean, is there anything you'd like to say to really get things rolling? And
I'm sure I could.
It's gonna be our first day of planting in 10 days. It was a long 10 days. You got anything to say, Dad, before we get the day moving?
No.
Feels like it's the first day of planting.
It does. Battery's dead in the tractor. We got the charger on.
At least everything's ready to go.
Why do you always have to wear the same shirt I got on?
Every time I put clothing on, I come down here in the morning, he takes off his sweatshirt and he's got the same shirt I got on. We got to start having schedule. Haven't planted for 10 days and we got batteries dead here on equipment. Let's turn this thing on boost. So yeah, like I said, it's been about 10 days since we've been in the field. We've had nothing but rain and just haven't been able to get in. Yesterday, late afternoon, I went out and worked a couple of fields that we found that were dry. So we're gonna take off this morning. Dad's gonna fill up the corn planter. My bean planter's already full. So I've got to fill the beans to plant and he's got to fill the corn. And then after we get that planted, it's a hunt for a dry field. So hopefully the sun stays out. It's gonna be warm. The forecast has been showing some warm weather and it's been staying warm, so I think summer's getting close. There's no breeze today. There was a pretty good breeze yesterday, that's what helped a lot. Yeah, so we'll get these 2 fields planted this morning and go look for dry ones. See, he's really got to lower all the way to the ground, but you don't want to obviously back up with the planter on the ground, so we're going to do it this way. That ought to work. We were actually supposed to get some rain last night, but we ended up missing it, so good thing, because now we can actually get some planters moving. Beans looking good?
Coming up.
Let's go take a look. They're kind of tough to see on this camera. This is some lighter soil here up on this hill. But yeah, they're coming up and they're looking good. I'm gonna take this 580 and pull it up to the fuel pumps, get this thing filled up, ready to go for the day. Sweet corn's looking pretty good. This was planted in March. Gonna do a quick look over and looks like we're missing a sweep right here. This is why you do a quick check over. So yeah, as of right now, I got 1 sweep that's missing. Not good. Not really that big of a deal, but just the fact that now there's probably a pointy sweep out in the middle of the field somewhere that I'll probably find with the planter. But from what I can see, everything else looks fine. Just a few things like that. Something's cut on the sweep there. I can see up here by that tire, something's on the nose of that sweep. Something's right here. You catch a lot of these on the sweeps. Sold pieces from chains. I don't know, something that they used a long time ago. Somebody would know better than I, but always finding these little like chain link pieces catching on the sweeps. So it looks like I got 1 sweep to change and a couple of things to pull off the sweeps, but other than that, we're in good shape. looks like the sun kind of went away. But there's no rain coming. So on the bright side, there's no rain coming. But in order to progress on some planting for the day, we need the sun to come out to dry out some fields. So, and those beans look good from the cab here. Whoever planted that field sure did a nice job. I've done a couple of checks here on some seed depth, and looks like we're planting about an inch. And the seed is sitting in some moisture right there, so I'd say we're good to go. I just made my first pass here on this end row. I'm gonna start trimming out the rest of the field. So I'm done with this part of the field here south of this dredge ditch, and I gotta cross this bridge, and that over there is the rest of the field. I really don't want to fold her up, so I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. Nice and easy. Perfect. That was efficiency right there. Didn't have to fold it up, didn't have to shut anything down, just hopped across and keep on going. This fill up here will finish me out on this field. Then I'll take this thing, swing it by the farm, fill her up again, and then head to the next field. Oh, there's the sun. But yeah, everything's been going good so far. It's planting real nice. We got everything rolling today. Sprayer's getting fired up right now. Field cultivator's rolling. I'm planting. And Dad's across the section over there planting corn. So we're firing on all cylinders today. On to the next one. You know, for the most part, this is a really good planter. I like the way it all operates and everything. The only thing I've never really been a fan of is the fact that the whole entire planter weight is set on these 4 center wheels. And you know, when you have some moisture out there, plenty of moisture out there, like we have right now, when you're backing into these corners and you get into certain spots that are softer than others, these 4 wheels like to sink in when you're trimming out a field. And yeah, there's just so much weight on these 4 center wheels. You know, it's got the whole weight of the planter, and then it's got those 2 big bulk tanks sitting right on top of them. So a lot of weight on them 4 wheels. I don't know, overall it's a pretty good planter, but that's my only complaint. Just all the weight here on these 4 tires in the middle. Seed delivery. I just got back from looking at some fields, and, well, a field. And it's still too wet. I can't plant it. It also was worked a long time ago before we had all these rains, and I'd like to work it again before I plant. So bean planter is at a standstill. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and run some seed to Dad. He needs some corn, and then I imagine after I get all this stuff done, get done running around, I will probably hop in the field cultivator and run it this evening. What'd you do, lay down in the bulk tank? Working up a little ground now. I think in my last video, I was actually out here working this field before it rained. And I think that was the last time we were in the field. There was a ton of weeds out here. And well, there still is a little bit in some spots because I didn't quite finish the field. But I wanted to get this field worked because there was a bunch of weeds out here. Get them all ripped out. And I knew I was going to work this a second time because, well, you can see it, the big chunks that the field cultivator kicked out when it was pretty much balled up in all these weeds, so needed work twice. But it's working up great this second time around, so it's gonna plant nice. Well, we found ourselves a rock. Let's see if I can handle it. Oh yeah, easy. We put rock boxes on the implements and tractors for a reason, so see a rock, get out and pick it up. No sense in tearing stuff up. Does anybody know if you can get your instant working rate on these Pro 1200 monitors? I haven't been able to figure it out. All I can get is the average, which is no big deal. It's just kind of cool to look at your instant working rate sometimes. I know you can do it on the Pro 700 monitors, but I haven't been able to find it here on this 1200. That's it for me tonight, so I'm shutting her down. We'll fire back up tomorrow. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.